So my name is Alex. I'm the lead product guy for Rocky Mountain Bicycles, and we're just wrapping up a couple of days riding here in Arizona. So the Sherpa was designed primarily as sort of an off the beaten path, bikepacking, off-road touring, play bike. I'm not going to pretend that we invented the category of bikepacking. The notion of hauling all your camping gear on your bike, self-supported, multi-day adventures. But I'd like to think that we gave it our own little Rocky Mountain twist. We made a fun, playful, agile bike that you can still get, rad on in the woods, but still, load it up with all your gear to move from camp to camp. There's gonna be a lot of talk in the next year about the new 27 plus wheels, and the way Rocky Mountain works is we don't generally build bikes around wheel sizes. We use the wheel size as a tool to get the bikes to handle the way they do. It really sets it apart. It's a true full suspension performance bike, carbon fiber front end, lightweight 27 plus setup. It's full tubeless with the 45 millimeter rims, so light rotating weight, low to the ground, fun, fast, furious bike. So we landed in Phoenix and headed up to a small town called Prescott, Arizona. And from there, we jumped on what's called the Black Canyon Trail. And it was a pretty cool experience. We had the Godfather, Wade, we had the kid, Gully, the Zen master, Andreas, and I was the lowly product dork taking notes at the back of the pack. And while the trails in North Van are treacherous and are trying to kill you, it's pretty different in Arizona. The trails aren't so much treacherous, but the environment is. Everything's trying to poke you and stab you and bite you and sting you. .27 Plus is essentially an oversized 27.5 tire, and the outer diameter is similar to 29 inch. So that's why we were able to adapt one of our existing platforms, the Element, and morph it into this new Sherpa concept. We sat down at the computer and had a good long look at the geometry and the tire clearances and everything to make sure it would all work when we started the project. On the rear end of the bike, we spaced it out to accommodate 3.25 tires with a front derailleur and a two-ring setup. This is an off-road touring bike. You want a super wide gear range. We increased the tire clearance, but we stuck with a standard traditional 142 hub. The idea being that if ever you're going to suffer a failure in outer Kazakhstan, chances are you're going to suffer a hub failure long before a crank arm failure. And you're going to be able to find replacement hubs much more easily in a 142. Until such time as 148 really becomes available everywhere, we're going to stick with the 142 on this bike. So the first time the world caught a glimpse of the Sherpa was a year ago at the Sea Otter Classic when we showed it as a concept bike. And here we are 12 months later, and I'm pretty proud to see my little pet project come to fruition. It was a pretty cool experience. We had a great time down in Arizona, and one of the things that really surprised me was how the bike performed like a performance mountain bike should, even when fully loaded. In other words, the bike rips. It's not just a painful slog to go see sights. I think what Sherpa does is it allows you to really enjoy the mountain biking along the way. At the end of the day, that's why we built the bike, is that we're all mountain bikers at heart, and we're want to hit single track and have a good time. And so that's what we tried to put into the bike, and I think we managed to do it.